Picture this, an ancient palace in the heart of the Gupta Empire, India. The year is 550 AD. The air is thick with the scent of sandalwood and jasmine, and the flickering light of oil lamps casts long shadows across the marble floors. Two noblemen sit across a checkered board, their eyes locked in a silent duel of wits. This is Chaturanga, the earliest known ancestor of chess. As trade routes flourished, Chaturanga began its journey beyond India. It traveled to Persia, where it evolved into Shatranj. The Persians embraced the game with fervor, and it became a staple of royal courts. It was here that the iconic phrase "Shah Mat," the king is dead, was born, a phrase that would echo through the centuries as checkmate. By the 9th century, chess had become a symbol of intellect and power in the Islamic world. The Abbasid Caliphate, with its capital in Baghdad, was a center of learning and culture. Chess was not just a pastime for the elite, it was a tool for teaching strategy, logic, and even morality. Chess was more than a game. It was a language of diplomacy and mutual respect. By the 11th century, chess had crossed the Pyrenees into medieval Europe. The Renaissance marked a turning point in the history of chess. No longer confined to the courts of kings, the game began to flourish in the public sphere. Chess cafes sprang up in Paris, London, and other European cities, becoming hubs of intellectual exchange. One of the most influential figures of this era was Ruy-Lopez, a Spanish priest who is often called the father of modern chess. Lopez traveled to Rome in 1560, where he defeated the best players of the time. He later wrote Libro de la Invención Liberal y Arte del Juego del Ajedrez, Book of the Liberal Invention and Art of the Game of Chess. Chess also became a metaphor for life and politics. In 1616, English poet William Rowley wrote a tragedy, Cawdor's Lost by Lust, in which a character declares, "Life is a game of chess and every man must play his part." The 19th century was the Romantic era of chess, a time when bold sacrifices, dazzling attacks, and brilliant checkmates defined the game. Players like Paul Morphy, Adolf Anderssen, and Johannes Zukertort became legends, their games celebrated for their beauty and creativity. Paul Morphy, a prodigy from New Orleans, is often regarded as the greatest chess player of his time. In 1858, at the age of 21, Morphy traveled to Europe, where he defeated the best players of the era with seemingly effortless brilliance. His victory over Adolf Anderssen in Paris is still studied for its tactical brilliance. But the Romantic era was not just about individual brilliance, it was also a time of innovation. The first international chess tournament was held in London in 1851, marking the beginning of competitive chess as we know it today. The tournament was won by Adolf Anderssen, whose immortal game against Lionel Kieseritzky is considered one of the greatest games ever played. The Romantic era came to an end with the rise of Wilhelm Steinitz, the first official world chess champion. Steinitz revolutionized the game with his emphasis on positional play and deep calculation, laying the foundation for modern chess strategy. After the Russian Revolution of 1917, chess became a symbol of Soviet intellectual superiority. The government invested heavily in chess education, establishing schools and training programs to produce a new generation of champions. The result was a dynasty of Soviet chess masters: Mikhail Botvinnik, Vasily Smyslov, Mikhail Tal, Boris Spassky and Anatoly Karpov. These players dominated the world stage for decades. Their games a blend of deep calculation and creative brilliance. One of the most dramatic moments in chess history came in 1972 during the Cold War. American prodigy Bobby Fischer faced Soviet champion Boris Spassky in Reykjavik, Iceland, in what was dubbed the match of the century. Fischer's victory was seen as a triumph of the West over the Soviet chess machine, and it catapulted chess into the global spotlight. As the 20th century drew to a close, a new contender emerged: artificial intelligence. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue stunned the world by defeating reigning champion Garry Kasparov in a 6-game match, forever altering the landscape of chess. Yet, this was only the beginning. The evolution continued with engines like Stockfish and AlphaZero, which transcended human understanding by uncovering once unimaginable strategies. Their influence extended beyond mere competition, reshaping not only how chess is played, but how its mysteries are unraveled. The chessboard is his battlefield and strategy is his art. In 2013, a prodigy named Magnus Carlsen seized the crown, becoming the youngest world chess champion and ushering in a new era of dominance. His play is a symphony, intuitive, daring and brilliant, where creativity meets cold calculation. But Carlsen's greatness is not just in his victories. It's in the tension he brings to every move, the mind games that leave opponents unraveling. With flexible openings and an uncanny ability to squeeze victory from seemingly equal endgames, he rewrote the rules of modern play. Online or over the board, he reigned supreme, leading the digital revolution and captivating millions through live-stream battles. Rivalries with giants like Fabiano Caruana and Ian Nepomniachtchi became legendary duels, each match a saga of grit and glory. Yet Carlsen's impact extends far beyond the tournaments. His platform, Play Magnus, transformed chess into a global classroom, making learning the game as thrilling as playing it. The Magnus Carlsen Era isn't just about dominance, it's about inspiration. It's the story of a player who turned strategy into spectacle and a game into a global phenomenon. And as long as there are 64 squares, his legacy will echo, move by move, match by match. And 2020, a global pandemic confined millions to their homes. But on the digital chessboard, a revolution was unfolding. Suddenly, players of all ages and backgrounds flocked to online platforms, seeking competition, community, and comfort within 64 squares. Streaming platforms like Twitch became arenas where grandmasters and content creators entertained millions, blending education with excitement. Iconic personalities like Hikaru Nakamura, Gotham Chess, and the Botez sisters turned chess into a viral sensation, bringing laughter, drama, and rivalry to the forefront. The rise of events like PogChamps, where influencers clashed in unpredictable battles, made the game relatable and thrilling for newcomers. Meanwhile, platforms like Chess.com and Lichess surged with activity, offering puzzles, lessons, and global tournaments accessible to anyone with an internet connection. The digital chess boom isn't just a trend, it's a new chapter in a centuries-old saga, ensuring the magic of chess thrives far into the future. A seismic shift shook the chess world when Magnus Carlsen, the reigning titan, chose not to defend his world championship title. In his absence, the stage was set for new heroes to emerge. In a gripping battle, Ding Liren became world champion, showcasing resilience and brilliance under pressure. But the winds of change were not done stirring. From the heart of India, a new star blazed onto the scene, D. Gukesh. With a style both fearless and precise, Gukesh challenged Ding for the crown. Their match was more than a contest, it was a clash of generations and styles, blending strategy, intuition, and heart-stopping drama. When Gukesh's final decisive move claimed victory, the echoes reached far beyond the board. Chess had returned to India, the land that birthed it, igniting celebrations and inspiring a new generation of players. This wasn't just a changing of the guard, it was a homecoming. The future of chess, vibrant and boundless, was once again shining from the roots of its ancient origin. From ancient battlefields to digital screens, chess has proven itself eternal. The game of kings has become the game of the world, played by grandmasters, casual enthusiasts, and AI alike. Each era, marked by genius, rivalry, and revolution, has shaped the story of 64 squares. We have witnessed titans rise and new legends emerge. The board has never stopped evolving, yet the beauty of chess is that the story never truly ends. Where will the next chapter lead? The board is set, the pieces are moving, the game of chess continues. Until next time, keep playing, keep learning, and remember, in chess, as in life, every move counts.